Hello and welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show where sports and culture connect. There's a lot of buzz going on with the Indiana Fever announcement of the new Sports Performance Center coming in 2027, groundbreaking planned for August of 2025. The legend, the WNBA legend Lisa Leslie got in on that discussion just by making a little comment on an Instagram post, and all Caitlin Clark Derangement Syndrome broke out. Now, Lisa Leslie is not new to speaking well of Caitlin Clark. She's not new to showing that she has great regard for Caitlin. But let's start with her comment over on Instagram, and then we'll flash back to what she said prior. Now, note that Lisa Leslie is a two-time WNBA champion, a two-time WNBA Finals MVP, a three-time WNBA MVP, eight-time All-Star, and eight-time All-WNBA first-team honoree. So it's not like she's somebody who's been riding the bench somewhere who doesn't know anything about talent, doesn't know anything about what moves things in sports. And she clearly understands that Caitlin Clark has moved things and appears to be somewhat of a fan, which is interesting that I'm speaking of Lisa Leslie in this way, because back in the day when I was watching the WNBA before I came back to the WNBA, I was so not a Lisa Leslie fan. Not because she wasn't a great basketball player, but because she played for the LA Sparks and the Houston Comets, and the LA Sparks had this rivalry going. And so I got an opportunity just a few years ago to meet Lisa Leslie. She spoke at a she was a keynote speaker at a sports event, award ceremony in my area, and I was able to go to the VIP gathering and take a few pictures with her and speak with her. And it's funny because I told her, I said, I didn't like you back in the day and I explained, because I was a Houston Comets fan and that was such a great rivalry and all that. So, but she did get up there and she spoke, and she's a woman of faith, and she was so inspirational and shared what her, shared inspiration, shared her faith, all that stuff. It was excellent. And so I was like, okay, let's bury the hatchet. Seriously though, she commented on Instagram. I want you to take a look at this. ESPNW posted this on its Instagram page. Indiana Fever to build $78 million sports performance center. And Lisa Leslie, if you can see my cursor right here, Lisa Leslie wrote, "Wow, the impact of Caitlin Clark has really been a game changer. Love it." And at this time has 369 likes. And there are some replies. Like I said, that's high praise coming from the legend, Lisa Leslie. And it also sparks, excuse the pun, she played for the Sparks. Anyway, I did plan that. It's so corny. Anyway, she also sparked some of that Caitlin Clark derangement syndrome. We know there's a Caitlin Clark effect. Well, part of that effect is the derangement syndrome it ignites in some people. Oh my goodness, ignite, sparks, I'm on a roll. So someone says, yes, changed women's sports forever. Someone else says, appreciate you saying this. Okay, here we go. Tags Lisa Leslie. Before Cece, the Aces built this for their team and set the standard, with Arizona and Seattle following. This is now the standard. And somebody else agreed with Lisa Leslie, said like 100. Here's someone else. Lisa Leslie, this has been the growing standard. Players like Cece are just expediting that process. So at least that one's like halfway acknowledging. And then over here, you see someone tags someone tags the person who said that it was the growing standard, and she says she said, pretty sure Lisa Leslie knows what she's talking about, considering she's Lisa Leslie. And then someone else says, you can't be a baller. You can be a baller and be wrong. Wrong about the Caitlin Clark effect in this situation. Like I said, derangement syndrome. You can be a baller and be wrong. Two things can be true. This is not from Caitlin, a guy. These people crack me up. This is not from Caitlin. Aces did this years prior, LOL, as well as Phoenix and Seattle. And of course, we got to put that out there because, my goodness, we definitely don't want to act like Caitlin Clark has had any effect on this league whatsoever. I tell you what, these people would like to go back to basic obscurity if Caitlin Clark gets any credit at all. It's hilarious at this point. So here this one comes back and says, do y'all not know who she is? Meaning Lisa Leslie ought to know. Plus, the recent owner of Fever did an interview about Caitlin impacting their establishment growth and making them able to do this and gain the endorsements they have. The franchise has done a complete turnaround, which is amazing. So here this person comes in. Sweetheart, I've been here since 2004. Of course, I know who Lisa Leslie is. That's all I'm reading because you're typing Bibles and I don't care enough. Have a good day, though. And then she just responded, you too, with a heart. And someone said, Lisa Leslie, respect to you both. Wait, how was they typing Bibles? Their comeback was right. And then this one, no one cares, Amy. Wait, which one was Amy? Which one was Amy? Oh, Amy was the one who said that it was done before CC. So someone was like, no one cares, Amy. And then Amy comes back and says, you do. So someone else, yes, OFC and Asia Wilson and the Aces who did it before, they set the standard for others to follow. And then other people are chiming in outside that thread about the Fever. Okay, now that is beautiful. And here's someone, those saying Clark didn't help this come to fruition, might be a clown. I don't like calling people clown. I'm just reading this. Obviously wasn't all her, but when you think about it, why didn't we build this after we drafted Boston with the number 1 pick? Maybe it's because we knew we weren't making enough money. Someone says, off the backs of these women's hard work, but they can't get paid. But won't pay the player more, more money is crazy. Vegas Aces made teams do this after they were the first, and then someone else, the house that Caitlin built. Anyway, and there's this. I'll end with this one: the Caitlin Clark effect. I just find this so hilarious. You get a legend in Lisa Leslie simply giving props to Caitlin Clark. And people are like, oh, this person did it. Oh, this person did it. Oh, they set the standard. It's like, we're talking about the Indiana Fever's new facility coming. Why y'all disturbed? Why does it bother you so much? It's unbelievable it's just unbelievable. Anyway, Lisa Leslie, like I said, this isn't the first time she has shown her appreciation for Caitlin. Let's go back to September. There's an article here at si.com with the headline, Lisa Leslie laughs at Caitlin Clark doubters after career high. WNBA legend Lisa Leslie had a laugh after Caitlin Clark proved her right once again on Sunday. Well, first, back in August, Lisa Leslie had already shown her love to Caitlin for setting the record for the most three-pointers made by a WNBA rookie. Okay. And then she showed her more love in September after Caitlin's new career high in points scored. And then she jabbed those who doubted her. So let's go over to X and see what Lisa Leslie said. This is the X account of KT. And she said the legendary Lisa Leslie commented on ESPNW's Instagram post. And here's a screenshot. Lisa Leslie had posted, "Now I'm just laughing at all the folks who thought it was going to take her some time to adjust." Bunch of laughter emojis. I told y'all. I like that from a legend. We should probably send that to Gino if no one has sent that to Coach Auriemma yet. But yeah, it's wonderful, first of all, to be acknowledged, to have this great facility coming, and then to have a legend of the game with all the Caitlin Clark nonsense directed at Caitlin Clark throughout the season, and all the, you got to hold the ladder up and build a ladder up and acknowledge all that. And then you get her, Lisa Leslie, a legend herself, champion herself, multiple MVPs herself. And she says, I'm acknowledging Caitlin Clark because I told y'all, I'm laughing at all these. She's going to have to adjust. And so it's wonderful coming from her, but it's interesting to see that saying something like that on an Instagram post is sort of like, do you know that this was done already and that the standard has been set and it's not Caitlin? And other people are just like, do you know that that's Lisa Leslie? And she knows what she's talking about. Anyway, why does it bother people so much? Huh? Why? Why is the derangement syndrome so deep, so wide, so long? Anyway, you can get in the comments. I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly. And of course, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so.